Good afternoon, everybody. This is LOZ Cards Fan here with another exciting game show night here on Fun for Freedom. This is our second episode here, and we are going to begin with Card Sharks, the main staple of game show night. And we have two contestants today who are going to vie for the big bucks. They're going to try and win as much as 32,000 rupees and a brand new car. Our first contestant is a returning champion from episode number 5. It is Skip the Monkey. How are you doing today?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing terrific. So far, she's won in this current championship reign 5,500 rupees. In fact, she was also the first contestant to get a high-low question exactly right. So, well done on your accomplishment.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. And are you ready to defend your championship?
As always.
All right, good for you. Good luck to you on the show. Your opponent today is making his Card Sharks debut. It is Airhawk. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine.
That's great to hear. Are you ready to take down the champion and perhaps win the big money yourself?
My body is ready.
All right, that sounds good. All right, good luck to both of you players. And here's how Card Sharks works. The object of the game is to correctly predict your cards by predicting whether the next card is higher or lower than the one preceding it. If you get through your row of 5 cards first, you will win the game and 100 rupees. Win 2 games and you get to go to play the money cards for the shot at the big money and the car. Now Skip, as our returning champion, you're going to play the red cards. Airhawk, as the challenger, you're going to be playing the blue cards, and I will continue to describe the game as we go along. So again, good luck to the both of you. We're going to get started with game number 1. Skip, the first question goes to you. We asked 100 married men, does your wife remind you of your mother? How many said that they think their wife is like their mother?
Oh, let's go for 39%.
39% out of 100 say that they think their wife is like their mother. Airhawk, is the actual answer higher or lower than 39?
Lower.
Lower than 39. Okay, if it is lower than 39, Airhawk, you will get control of the cards first. If not, Skip will get control. If either one of you gets a high-low question exactly right, you will get a 1,000 rupee bonus. Let's see what happens here. The number of married men who said they think their wife is like their mother is 26. You're right, Airhawk. It is lower. You have control of the cards. Now, Airhawk, for winning the question, you will have the right to change the card if you'd like, but I don't think you want to do so because, Airhawk, your first card is a 3. So, would you like to play it?
Sure.
All right. Now, is this next card higher or lower than a 3?
Higher.
Higher than the 3. Now, Airhawk, if it is another 3, you lose. It must be higher than the 3. Let's see if he's right. Higher than the 3? Oh no, it's a 2! Are you kidding me? Are we starting with this crap again? If you saw our last episode of Card Sharks on Game Show Night, you saw that Organics had a lot of problems with deuces and 3s. But that's a break for you, Skip, because that means you get a free shot at the cards. Now, because you didn't win the high-low question, you cannot change your card. Skip, your first card is a 9. Call this.
Higher.
Higher than the...
Lower.
Lower? You want to go lower than the 9?
Yeah.
Okay. Lower than the 9? Oh no, it's a queen! I'm sorry. So, neither player makes any progress. We're going to go to question number 2. The question goes to you, Airhawk. We asked 100 teachers of high school sex ed classes, do you think boys and girls should learn about birth control even before they become teenagers? How many said that they think they should learn before they're teens? What do you think,
20%.
20%, all right. 20 out of 100. Skip, is the actual answer higher or lower than 20?
Higher.
Higher than 20. Number of teachers in high school think they should learn before their teens is 66. You're right, Skip. It's very much higher. All right, Skip, you now have control of the cards, and You have a 9. I assume you want to change that card.
Oh yeah.
All right. All right, let's see if we can get you a better card. Skip, that 9 now becomes a king. Great card. Okay, Skip, what's the call?
Lower.
Lower than a king? It's a 5, yes. All right, Skip, now you got the card right, which means you can continue on playing, but if you make a mistake, you go back to the base card. Or you can freeze and protect your position, and it would keep Airhawk away from the card. So, Skip, would you like to continue on playing? You have a 5.
Higher.
Higher than the 5? It's a 10, yes. You're 2 cards away from game number 1. You want to continue on playing or freeze?
What's my card?
Your card is a 10. Not a great card, but not terrible.
Freeze, please.
Freeze on the 10. That protects Skip's position, and it keeps Airhawk away from the cards as we go to question number 3. Skip, it's to you. We asked 100 8th grade girls, have you ever received a love letter from a boy? How many 8th grade girls said that they have received a love letter from a boy?
How old are 8th graders? I'm from Britain.
8th graders, I would say, would be about 13, 14, 15.
I would say 60%.
60 out of 100. All right. Airhawk, is the answer higher or lower than 60?
I think it's higher.
Higher than 60. Number of 8th grade girls who have received a love letter is 83. Yes, it is higher, Airhawk. Well done. So,
Ooh.
Airhawk, you have control of the cards, and Airhawk, you're still looking at that 3. Do you want to play it?
Yep.
All right. What's the call, please?
Higher.
Higher than the 3?
Higher.
You got it this time. It's a king. Good card. Would you like to continue on playing?
Yes.
And the call, please.
I'll go lower.
Lower than the king? It's a deuce! Airhawk, you got a 2.
Alright, I'll keep that one and go higher.
Higher than the 2? It's a 10. You're right. Okay, Airhawk, you're 1 card away from winning game number 1. Would you like to continue on playing with the 10 or freeze?
I'll freeze.
Freezing on the 10, that protects your position, and it keeps Skip away from her cards. And now, Skip, Airhawk, we have reached the 4th question of the game. That means it is sudden death. Somebody has to win on this play of the cards. Control is what you're after. Airhawk, this question goes to you. We asked 100 single women, have you ever gone out with a man after you swore you ever would again? How many said that they'd gone out after swearing they wouldn't? Oh, I think I saw a typo there. I will repeat that question. Airhawk, how many said that they have gone out after swearing that they would never go out with them again? How many?
%60.
60 out of 100, all right? And Skip, is the answer higher or lower than 60?
Higher.
Higher than 60. Number of single women who said they have gone out with somebody after swearing they wouldn't is 67. Skip, you're right. It is higher. You have control of the cards. Now, Skip, we're in sudden death. Listen carefully. Skip, you have a 10. You can change the card if you'd like, and you are 2 cards away from winning game number 1. If you call them right, you win the game. But if you goof, Airhawk wins the game. Or you can pass control to Airhawk. He only has 1 card to call. He's got a 10, and he cannot change the card. If he goofs, you would win the game, Skip. So, what would you like to do? Play or pass?
I'll play, please.
You're going to play? Would you like to change your 10?
Yes, please.
All right, this is an important change for you because you've got to get these 2 cards right. Skip, your 10 now becomes 0 and 8. Right in the middle, Skip. Ouch. All right, Skip, big call here. What's it going to be?
Okay. Let's go for higher.
Higher than the 8? Oh no, another 8. It's not higher. Airhawk wins game number 1. Well done.
Oh. Good game.
Good game.
Very good game. So that means Airhawk, you won your first game and 100 rupees. It takes 2 games to win the match. So Skip, you got to win this game to stay alive in this match. Skip, we're going to start game number 2 with you. The question goes to you, and here it is. We asked 100 people, have you ever swiped the salt and pepper shakers from a restaurant? How many said that they have swiped salt and pepper shakers from a restaurant? What do you think, Skip? How many have swiped salt and pepper shakers away from a restaurant?
Oh. Right, this for me. Sorry. Let's go for 36%.
I'm sorry, could you say that number again, please?
36%.
36?
Yep.
Okay, 36 out of 100. Airhawk, is the actual answer higher or lower than 36?
Lower.
Lower than 36. Number of people who have swiped salt and pepper shakers is 31. You're right, Airhawk. It is lower. Not a bad guess, Skip, but it's Airhawk who gets control of the cards. Airhawk, we start with brand new cards. Your first card in this game is a jack. Would you like to play it or change it?
I'll play it and go lower.
All right. Lower than the jack. It's a 3. You're right. Airhawk, want to continue on playing?
I'll continue playing and go higher.
Higher than the 3? It's a 9, yes. You're closer to the middle, Airhawk. You've got a 9. Want to continue on playing or freeze?
I'll freeze.
Freezing on the 9. That protects your position, Airhawk, and it keeps Skip away from her cards. We go to question number 2, and it belongs to you, Airhawk. Here it is. We asked 100 married women, this morning, did your husband read the newspaper over breakfast? How many said that their husband did read the newspaper during breakfast?
I'll go with 80%.
80 out of 100, all right. Skip, is the actual answer higher or lower than 80?
Higher.
Even higher than that, all right. Now, a married woman who said their husband read the newspaper is 13. No, it's not higher. It was actually very much lower. Surprising. Airhawk, you have control of the cards. Yeah, I know where you're going after, Skip. You think that a lot of men read the newspaper during breakfast. Now, that's understandable, but on this survey, only 13 out of 100. Wow.
I know my dad does.
Okay, Airhawk, you're looking at a 9. Would you like to change it?
I'll change it.
All right, changing the 9 to a 6. A little bit better. What's the call?
I'll go higher.
Higher than a 6? Oh no, it's a deuce. It's not higher. Skip now has control of the cards, and Skip, you cannot change this card because you didn't win the question. Your card is a 5.
Higher, please.
Higher than the 5? It's an ace! Excellent, you've got an ace.
Lower, please.
Lower than the ace? It's a 7,
Yep.
yes. All right, you're now near the middle with a 7, Skip. Would you like to continue on playing or freeze?
Continue, please.
She's going to risk it. What do you want to do? You have a 7.
Higher, please.
Risking it higher than the 7? It's an 8, yes. Skip, you're 1 card away from tying up this match. Now you're right in the middle with an 8. Would you like to risk it or do you want to freeze?
I'll freeze, please.
All right, freezing on the 8. That protects your position, Skip. You're 1 card away from tying up the match. We go to question number 3, and the question belongs to you, Skip. Skip, we asked 100 men in Dallas, Texas, have you ever gone square dancing? How many Dallas Texans said that they have gone square dancing?
Let's go with 49%.
49%. Is that what you said? 49?
Yep.
All right. 49 out of 100 said that they have gone square dancing. Airhawk, is the answer higher or lower than 49?
Higher.
Higher than 49. Number of Dallas Texans who have gone square dancing is 64. You're right. It is higher. Airhawk, you have control of the cards. Airhawk, you have a 6. You're 2 cards away from the championship. Would you like to play it or change it?
I'll have to change it.
All right. Let's see if we can get you a better card, Airhawk. That 6 now becomes a 5. A little bit better. You have a 5. What's the call?
I'll go higher.
Higher than the 5? It's a 7, yes. 1 card away from the championship, but you're close to the middle with a 7. What are you going to do? Play or freeze?
I'm going to go for it.
All right, what's the call for the win?
Higher.
If it's higher than the 7, we have a new champion in Airhawk. Is it higher than the 7? No, it's a 2. And that's a break for you, Skip. You're still alive in this game. We give you a free shot at the cards, but you must play the 8 because you didn't win the high-low question. But if you get it right, you will have tied up the match. What's the call?
Higher, please.
All right, for a tie. Is it higher than the 8? No, it's a 2, and nobody makes any progress, and we go to sudden death once again. It's the 4th question. Somebody has to win this exciting game on this play of the cards. Control is really, really important. Airhawk, the question goes to you. We asked 100 single women, do you have a pet name for your car? How many single women said that they do have a pet name for their car?
70%.
70 out of 100. Skip, is the actual answer higher or lower than 70?
Higher.
Higher than 70, all right? Big moment here in this game. Number of single women who have a pet name for their car is 47. It is not higher, it's lower. Airhawk has control of the cards, and now Airhawk, listen carefully, we're in sudden death. You have a 5. You can change the card if you'd like. You're 2 cards away from winning the championship. If you can call these cards correctly, you win it. But if you goof, Skip will tie up the match. Or you can pass the cards to Skip. She's got an 8 and she can't change it. If she gets the card wrong, you will win the championship, Airhawk. So what would you like to do? Play or pass?
I'll play.
All right, you're going to play and keep control. You have a 5. Would you like to play it or do you want to change it?
I'll change it.
You're going to change the 5 and hope for a better card. All right, this is an important change for you, Airhawk. That 5 now becomes a jack. All right, Airhawk, a jack, 2 cards away. What's the call?
Lower.
Lower than a jack? It's a 5, yes. Good thing you changed it because you would have lost there. Now you've got a 5. Get this right, and you win the championship. If not, we go to a tiebreaker. What's the call?
I'm going for it. Higher.
You have to go for it. It's sudden death. He's going to go higher. If he's right, the championship is his. Higher than the 5? It's a queen, and Airhawk is our brand new champion. Congratulations.
Good game.
Good game.
Yep, very good game. Boy, I tell you what, those were some really tough cards again. I feel like we're reliving the last episode of Game Show Night all over again. Well, Skip, you fought very hard. Airhawk just had a little bit better luck with the cards. But you did win 5,500 rupees on our previous show, so you've done a pretty good job on Card Sharks, and maybe we'll see you again. So congratulations, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
All right. Airhawk, are you ready to go for the money cards?
Yep.
Excellent. Let's get to the board. And how's everybody doing on the Fun for Freedom chat today? It's great to have you here on Game Show Night. Good to see a lot of people here, some new faces, some old faces. It's good to see you all here today on Game Show Night. And if you want to join along, feel free to stop by on our Fun for Freedom Mumble server, and maybe we can get you into the game. I'm doing great as well, Professor Whom. I'm glad you asked. Thank you very much for tuning in. All right, Airhawk, I'm going to explain the rules to you. For winning the match, you have 200 rupees, and that is yours to keep no matter what happens. But now, I'm going to give you new money to play with. You're going to be betting that money. I'm going to start you on the bottom row with 200 rupees, and you're going to bet that on 3 cards in the bottom row. When we move up to the next row, I'm going to give you another 400 rupees in betting money and 3 more cards. Now, the minimum bet is 50 rupees, and remember that you must bet in 50 rupee increments until you get to the top card, the big bet, and there you must wager at least half the money. Also, we have 3 chances for you to change your cards using the spare cards, but you can only change 1 card per row. And also, we've added 2 jokers to the deck. Anytime you find a joker, we give you an extra chance at winning the car at the end of the money cards. For winning the game, we give you 1 joker, so you'll have at least 1 shot at winning the cards. So, Airhawk, I'm going to start you with 200 rupees. Your first card is a 10. Would you like to play the 10, or do you want to change it?
I can change it.
All right. Would you like card number 1, 2, or 3?
Number 2.
Card number 2. All right. Let's hope we can get you a better card. Airhawk, that 10 now becomes a 6. All right. You have 200 rupees and a 6. How much would you like to bet?
I'll bet 50.
All right. Going to go with the minimum bet, and higher or lower than the 6?
Higher.
Higher than the 6. Now, in this round, if another 6 comes up, you don't win or lose. It's a push. 50 rupees. Higher than the 6? It's a queen. Yes. 250 rupees and a queen, and you must play the queen. You have 250. How much would you like to bet?
I'll bet 200 that it's lower.
All right. 200 rupees. Lower than the queen? It's a 7. Yes. 450 rupees and a 7 near the middle, and again, you have to play it. How much would you like to bet?
I'll bet 50 that it's lower.
All right, gonna go a little bit against the odds. He's got a feeling. Moose Hunter, Professor Whom, indeed, this game is very, very fun. We're going to be doing card sharks. Later on, we're going to be doing new Hollywood squares. This will be the first time I've done this on Game Show Night, and then we're going to be doing pressure luck at the end. Back to the game. Airhawk is going with 50 rupees, lower than the 7. No, it's a 10. I'm sorry. So, you're down to 400 rupees, but that's all right because we're going to move the 10 up to the next row, and I'm going to give you the other 400 rupees in betting money. You're now up to 800 rupees and a 10. And since we've reached a new row, you can now change the card again if you'd like. Would you like to play the 10 or change it?
Change it.
All right. Would you like card number 1 or 3?
I'll take number 3.
Card number 3. Hopefully we can get a good change this time. Okay, Airhawk, that 10 now becomes a deuce! You've got 800 rupees and a 2. You can't lose. You know what to do with it.
800 higher.
Of course, you can't lose. 800 rupees. Higher than a 2? It's a 9, yes. 1,600 rupees and a 9, but you have to play the 9, so be careful. 1,600 and a 9.
I'll do 100 that is lower.
All right, 100 rupees. Lower than the 9. Is he right? It's another 9. So you stay at 1,600 rupees. It was a push. So you have 1,600 rupees and you're still looking at a 9. What do you want to bet this time?
100 lower again.
All right, going to stay with the same bet. 100 rupees. Lower than the 9? Oh, no, it's a jack. I'm sorry. So you're down to 1,500 rupees. We're going to move the jack up to the big bet. You have 1,500 rupees. First of all, I'm going to ask, would you like to play the jack or change it?
Let's change it.
All right, he's going to hope for a better card than the jack. All right, Airhawk, you must wager at least 750 rupees on this card. It is, a 7. Oh, you have 1,500 rupees and a 7. You must wager at least 750 rupees. 1,500 is what you have. What is your big bet?
800, that it's higher.
All right, 800 rupees. If he's right, this will give him 2,300 rupees. 800 rupees. Higher than the 7? It's an 8. You've got it. Well done. 2,300 rupees for Airhawk. Well played. Those were some really tough cards, but you did quite well. Congratulations. All right, so Airhawk, with the 200 from the main game, you've got 2,500 rupees, and now I'm going to give you a chance to win a brand new car. Now, you didn't find any jokers in the deck this time, so you'll have one chance at winning the car. What are we going to offer you this time? It is going to be a brand new Hyundai Excel worth 5,995 rupees. So, I have 7 cards here. One of them has the word car. If you can find that card, the car is yours. So, give me a number between 1 and 7.
3.
Number 3. All right. Let's see if we can give away a brand new car. And folks on the Fun for Freedom chat, if you'd like to take a guess on where you think the car is just for fun, let me know right now and let's see if you can get it right. But the main story here is that Airhawk is picking number 3. Let's see if we have given away a car on the first game of this episode of Card Sharks. Good luck to you, Airhawk. Is the car behind card number 3? No, it isn't. I'm sorry. All right. But you still won 2,500 rupees. I am now going to see the results from the chat. Professor Whom thinks it's 7. Rex thought it was 3-2. Paulie thinks it's number 4. Ryking says number 6. Mr. Bacon Bossman says number 6. Don says 5. MF Officer says 5. And Moose Hunter 2015 says 1. Let's see if anybody got it right. Show us where the car was, please. It was behind car number 2. That means no one got it right in the chat. I see every number but 2. So I get to keep the car. Alrighty, so Airhawk, you are a returning champion, and you will compete on our next match right after this. So don't go away.